Good morning, this is Captain Drew Cavanaugh with Florida Inshore Fishing Charters and Mosquito Lagoon Site Fishing Charters located here in East Central Florida. And today is August 4th, 2016, and this is my July-August summertime flats fishing and nearshore coastal fishing report for the Central Florida area for saltwater fishing. Well, I want to start off by saying it's been pretty hot out here. We're in the Central Florida area. The area I fish is from Daytona Beach up here all the way down from Port Canaveral. Here's NASA right in here. And this entire area right in here, the North Indian River Lagoon and all this, I'll zoom in a little bit. There's New Smyrna Beach, Oak Hill. The Mosquito Lagoon is right here. This entire area, including right out of Port Canaveral, right down in here, and on the beaches and all that, has just been outstanding with fishing. Whether you're inshore, nearshore, backcountry, or whatever, it's just been some really good fishing trips here lately. I'll start off with some nearshore stuff. On days that you're able to get out along the beaches and do some coastal fishing, whether out of Ponce Inlet up in here, or right down in here, just out of Port Canaveral, Cape Canaveral. This is Port Canaveral right here where the cruise lines are at. Orlando would be this direction by about 45 minutes. Whether you're going out down here or up there, Ponce Inlet's right here, the tarpon bite has been phenomenal. Regardless of whether you're going after smaller tarpon or bigger tarpon, as long as the weather permits and the seas are calm and you can locate bait and find the bait pods and just find the tarpon, you're doing pretty good. I've been doing really well up here on some inshore, like inside the inlet here at Ponce Inlet. The backcountry area is all up and through here, all the way down through Edgewater and whatnot, Cedar Island, Three Sisters, all this kind of Shipyard Island. This entire area up in here has been just phenomenal for backcountry tarpon. Get out along the inlet, run the beaches here, run out in here. It's been great. The key is just the weather. You know, just because you have a boat that can handle, 10-foot seas doesn't mean you want to. 0, 1, 2 foot's probably optimal. Obviously 0 is perfect. 2 to 3 feet is pushing it. The problem is when you're in a business like myself and you get clients out there, you're not sure what their capabilities are of standing and being comfortable and all that kind of stuff. But it's just been pretty good. And the same thing down here in Port Canaveral, down here along the Canaveral Bight and Cape Canaveral and all this. The fishing, you come out of the port, fish the bight here, up and along the beaches, the Cocoa Beach piers down in here. Just phenomenal. The only problem about fishing Port Canaveral is if you get down here and the seas are too rough, it's really too hard to go back inshore to fish any of the backcountry waters because of the locks and all that kind of stuff. At least fish in the Ponce Inlet area, you can stay inshore and fish. Now, on the Mosquito Lagoon, the bite has been incredible. It's just been outstanding. We're finding tail and redfish at first light, and even throughout the day. We're throwing either the DOA shrimp to them, the shallow running bait buster, and just throwing a tail and fish, soft presentation. Just the main key I've been seeing here lately is it's so hot out that you have two different types of anglers. You have the guy that's pulling the flats, and even up the tarpon fishing, you have the guy that's working areas back and forth, then you have the anchor down bait fisherman. Now, I noticed the other day on one of my tarpon fishing expeditions, I was up fishing from some docks in just an area about maybe a quarter-mile long, and as I'm going back and forth, when I turn around to go back to where I was going back and forth at, a boat had just come right in on top of me and started to anchor down 50 feet from me, and I had to tell him, I said, listen, I've been going back and forth here. And he said what most people say. He's like, oh, I saw you going the other way. And I was like, well, you got to think of it like hunting. If you're out in the woods and you see a guy sitting in a tree stand, give him a mile. He's got a rifle in his hand. This is his zone. He made the effort to get there. And unfortunately, that's the day and age we're in. It's a first-come, first-served basis. Just because somebody's not sitting there, you know, it's like going into a restaurant. If I'm sitting at a table and I get up to go use the bathroom or go to the bar to get an order or something, and I come back and you're sitting at my table and you say, well, you weren't sitting here any longer, doesn't mean I'm not still using the table. So I guess it's just a little bit of etiquette and respect and all that. It's pretty simple. So I digress here. The entire Mosquito Lagoon and North Indian River Lagoon system has been on fire. I'm getting a lot of reports and calls, or not reports, I'm getting a lot of calls from concerned people wanting to come to the area to visit to fish, and they're saying that they've been seeing on the national news the algae bloom and what's going on with the area. The algae bloom that they're talking about on a lot of the news and is down here in the Lake Okeechobee area. It's right here at the Port St. Lucie Inlet. This entire region down in here, Stewart and all that, is the affected area. And if you look at this, see if I can zoom out a little bit further. We're going to do this here. So I'll go up here and we'll go from Titusville down to here. That's right at 100 miles. So, you know, it's being blown out of proportion because the Indian River is pretty long. So when you hear the Indian River bloom, it's a broad area. So if you're coming to Central Florida here, the Disney area, it's been great. The fishing has been phenomenal. Now I'm seeing some guides posting up stuff complaining about down in this area, and I don't know what the deal is. I'm getting great reports. I'm catching great fish. Matter of fact, get over here, pull up some of these pictures. Here is some of the fish we've been getting this past week. Let's see if I can zoom in here. Got Osama with this one. I was even to get on a nice trout. Yasmin got some nice trout. Yasmin again with the black drum. That's the father and daughter. What a nice redfish he got. Jake Z with a beautiful redfish and a DOH shrimp sight fishing. Beautiful woman and a beautiful fish. Another nice Mosquito Lagoon redfish caught with a DOA crab. We got another one caught with a DOA shrimp. Nice release. Be sure to handle all your fish appropriately. Take the time. Make sure the release is good. I think I went out one afternoon to do some scouting. I was able to pick up this nice fish. Cut the top of my head off. I put the camera on timer. Really nice redfish here from Tom from Great Britain, England. And then we're getting a really nice trout bite. Whether you got the guys out here using pigfish or the DOA shrimp, once you can find the trout and get their attention, it's non-stop. Just non-stop. So with that said, this is Captain Drew Cavanaugh and Florida Inshore Fishing Charters, and I want everybody to have a great day. And this is August, July, August, and the September and October forecast for East Central Florida. Thank you.